Can start. Hello, welcome to the IS class. I would like to give you some tips or information on how you, as a candidate, can score a very high mark in the International English Language Testing System. So I believe that with these tips, you will score a very high mark. And I know you will never remain the same again. I'm also using this opportunity to invite you to the Rock Tutors for your IS. You want to go into band 9, band 8, or band 7. There is no doubt that you are going to succeed there. So let me just tell you briefly some of the tips that you need in order to succeed and score very high mark in IS. One, you have to watch your time. Time is very, very important. Many people don't know that time is important in IS, and as a result, it has reduced their marks, that make them not to score a very high mark. So remember, time is important. So you have to watch your time and make use of your time. If you have a watch, you can, although there is always a clock there, so you have to make sure you walk by time, you walk along with time. Then number two, you must familiarize yourself with what is going on there. And that is why you need some training so that you can excel. Familiarization. You need to familiarize yourself with the tips there, with some of the questions. You practice and you come for training. This one is very, very important now. Many people don't know that IS is divided into 4 parts. You have the part of listening. You have the part of reading. You also have writing. And you also have the last one, which is speaking. So let me take you to number 1, which is listening. So I would like to inform you that a lot of people fail IS because they don't read instruction. You must be able to read instructions very well. Read instructions when the instruction says not more than 2 words, including number. And you have your, for example, if you're writing, if your answer is the 2 mangoes, 2 mangoes, 2 mangoes. So if you write 2 and 4 mangoes, you have written more than 2 words. So you have to make sure you follow instruction very well. So you follow instruction, you're going to pass. Then there is something that also make many examiners to fail IS, and that is you are not able to answer all the questions. You must not leave any space empty. All the spaces must be covered from question 1 to 40. For example, maybe you could not hear very well question 2, and you move to question 3 because you didn't understand it. So because you leave that space, that's a space in question 2, if you did not write anything there, that would be a minus for you. IS will subtract your mark. Even if you don't know the answer, write something there. When you write something there, to ensure that the space or the spaces are filled up, there will be no negative mark for you. But if you refuse to answer anything and you don't put anything there, that will deduct your mark and you reduce your mark. Then let's just move on to another thing. Another thing is that your spelling is very important. So instead that you are using British spelling, if you are using British spelling, because this is a British exam, Cambridge exam, so you have to use British from beginning to the end, use British spelling. But if you want to use American, no problem. You can also use American spelling. For example, this is labor in America, but British, labor. So if you want to take British spelling, let it be British all through. Don't change to American spelling. So if you are using American spelling, ensure that it is American spelling all through, and don't turn to British spelling. So make sure you know that. And you must familiarize yourself with all the accents there. You are going to have American accent. You are going to have UK accent. You're going to have Australia accent. You also have that of Ireland. You can also have New Zealand, and at the same time, the South Africa here. South Africa is also part of the accent you listen to, in the speaking. Let's move quickly to the reading. So what do you need in reading? Many people say they don't normally finish because they have not been able to plan very well. You must plan and concentrate when it comes to reading. And what do you need there? You may not be able to read all through. For example, you have about 900 words when you are writing academics. If you are in academics writing, academics reading. So if you are testing yourself, if you are registered for academic test, so you have to make sure you finish, you read everything. But how do you use it within 20 minutes to be able to read and answer a question of 900 words? What do you need there? You need to practice what we call skimming and scanning. So you must skim and you must scan. These two are very related. How do you skim? What you look for information. You are not reading everything. Just take your question, then go and take that question, then go to the answer and look for the answer. That's all. So rather than waste your time reading everything from beginning to the end, go to the question and look for the answer. Then you can also scan. What is scan? You concentrate in a particular place. For example, if a word is written in capital letter, so it calls for your attention, or an underlining, you discover that the whole passage, what a particular section is underlined, or a particular section there is written in italics, or it's written in capital letter, and it is in bold. So it calls for your attention. You scan. So something is there that calls for your attention. And when it comes to writing, let's go to writing now. So many people too, either in a general writing or in academics writing, you need to understand how to write very well. There is you have to know how to paraphrase. That's number one. You must be able to paraphrase. You paraphrase the question. Many people don't know that you must paraphrase it. Either you are in academics or in general question, you must paraphrase. How do you paraphrase? Use your own word to be able to, to go over the question again. You use your own word to write the question. You reflect on the question. For example, let's look at this word in English. For example, if you say, I need to buy petrol. So how do you paraphrase this sentence? I need to buy petrol. You can just say that I must purchase fuel. So you are paraphrasing. I must purchase fuel. Or I like to purchase fuel. So you can paraphrase like that. If you know how to paraphrase, then you will be able to answer correctly. So a lot of people don't know how to paraphrase, and at the same time they are spelling too. You must know that you must use better grammar, use both simple sentence, use compound sentence, and use complex sentences to be able to write your essay. When you're able to do that either in tax 1 or tax 2, you're on your way to success. And let's quickly talk about a speaking aspect. Speaking. Let me tell you now, many of you don't know that there are no wrong answers. Some people think, how do I can't answer this question. You can answer our question. Just make sure you put something, say something. You must express yourself loudly. You must be bold. Don't be afraid. Don't be timid, and concentrate very well. By the time you get to the examination center, you stand and sit down in the front of the examiner. You speak boldly. So the questions that the section is divided into 3. The first section is 5 minutes. The second part is 2 to 3 minutes. The last part is 5 minutes. Between 13 to 15 minutes. That's all. So what you need to do is to master your words very well. Master your subject very well. Then speak loudly. Don't say, I don't know anything. No, make sure you speak something, because there is no wrong answer. If you are able to master all these things, I bet you are going to succeed. And I also invite you to join us at the Rock Tutor for your training. We have trained several people who have scored 9, scored 8, 8.5, and 7. So I bet you your life cannot remain the same. Thank you.